Welcome to episode 66 of Not Enough Thumbs. Today's movie is Apocalypto from 2006, sponsored by...
Me want cookie. All right. It's been a long time since both of us have seen this movie. I think this is actually only the second time that I've seen this. The last time was at least probably since... When was this movie released, you said?
2006.
So the last time we saw it was probably 06 or 07, so it's been a very long time. Anyway, it is really good. Mel Gibson does not hold back. I can't remember. I think this followed Passion of the Christ, in which he did not hold back in that movie either. But with this one, despite the whole thing being subtitled, they're speaking in their native tongue. I thought it was a great story. It follows this family specifically and a tribe overall.
And it was Mayans, the Mayan tribes.
Was it the Mayans or that? I saw somebody. Okay, and so the tribe is sabotaged, or what's the word? Ambushed by another tribe that is much bigger, and they have a civilization, whereas the original one are kind of in the sticks, more of in the forest, the jungle community.
There's definitely a size difference between the two tribes.
Yeah, and so they end up getting sacrificed to the gods of the other tribe, and that is the other brutal part of it. And it really puts a magnifying glass on the brutality of some of these tribes.
Yeah, and I mean what the kids were raised in, what they were accustomed to seeing. They were accustomed to seeing people murdered right in front of them brutally to appease these false gods.
And some historians are even saying that some citizens were actually enthusiastic about being a sacrifice. This is all before the Spanish came and had some influence over the people over here. So like I said, Mel Gibson did not hold back. He did very, very graphic. There's, decapitation. There's the kalima, cut out the heart, the beating heart, and hold it up. And interestingly enough, they also witnessed a total eclipse, a solar eclipse, just as we did a few weeks ago. So yeah. I thought that was kind of an interesting coincidence.
And that was a sign from their gods. And
yeah.
It's just so different how different cultures see normal phenomenon of the earth.
Yeah, and how they formulate the worldview. And so when they saw the eclipse, they figured, okay,
that their gods are appeased.
And so they were going to let the remaining slaves go.
Sort of.
They held on to the women and the children. Some of the children actually left behind.
No, they left the children. They didn't take any children. They only brought the men and the women. They were released, and of course this became a sort of a hunt. So they were released, and which in turn they became targets. So they launched weapons at them. Some of them were hit, and Jungle Paw, what's his name? Jaguar Paw, I think was his name. He escaped. They hunted him down, and it's a pretty cool chase. So to me, the fact that they left the children means that they wanted the civilization to continue to procreate. So they wanted to be able to go back and continue to do this year after year after year. And if they left the children, they would grow up, and then they would be able to go back and get the next generation.
Yeah.
To appease their gods. So that was done intentionally. They left the teens and the kids with the intent of year after year going back.
So I thought it was really cool how the story unfolded, the pursuit, and he succeeded, with the help of some jungle creatures.
But man, he got shot with arrows, and he about died himself. But he and his wife and kids survived. So his wife was pregnant. He put his son and his wife down a hole when the town was being invaded, and so they kind of hid out in that hole.
What looked like maybe
weeks.
Was it that long?
It had to have been.
I mean, it was a long time.
Okay, yeah.
That they traveled through all that distance, and it was day after day after day. So I mean, it had to have been weeks.
Yeah.
That she was down there, and she was hugely pregnant. So she ended up having her baby while she was down in that hole.
A water birth, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Water birth because the hole was filling up.
Yeah,
because of the
rain,
monsoon.
Flash flood, yeah.
But she survived. Her son survived. The baby survived.
And it ends with the bad guys and Jaguar Paw's family on the beach, and they see all these boats coming.
Yeah, the Spaniards that showed up.
Yeah. So it wrapped up nicely.
Yeah, it was good. I like Mel Gibson movies, but you have to be ready for them. You have to be emotionally ready for some brutality, because they're pretty intense movies.
Yeah, all the aspects of this film I thoroughly enjoyed. So highly recommend it. I would give it an 8.5.
I agree. I would give it an 8.5 as well.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us this week, and we will catch you next time.
See ya.